Hello. What's going on tonight? Gonna be streaming the last three Cathcart Journey scenarios. Chapter 4. So this one should be pretty easy. Just a run of the loop. Looks like the weather's gonna suck. Clockwise. Let's get this baby going. Hey, what's going on, hair lover? Nice to see you back, man. I saw the update for that today. I didn't get to watch the whole thing, but it looked pretty good. You think you're gonna pick that up? Yeah, it looks pretty good from what I saw. Should add to the it adds to the base game rounds, right? Oh boy. I really like this route, but the wipers are terrible. They're either too fast or way too slow. Yep, I like Bakerloo and Sandpatch. I haven't played the German route at all, believe it or not. Yeah, about half the route's underground. It's it feels like a subway though. Feels pretty good. I like it because it's quick. You can run from one end to the other pretty fast, even with all the stops. Pretty steep too in spots. It goes down underground, and then it has to come back up, obviously. Yeah, it's I tend to stay away from the freight during the week, just because of that. Sand patch, you can run an hour or more, 2 hours, especially if you run the full length of the line. This route, that's why I like this route, the Cathcart. The all the this route here that we're doing should take about 25-30 minutes on a dry sunny day. It may take longer in this rain. Which German route do you play? Nice. I played I think Ruhr Sieg on the first version of the console version of this game, Train Sim World 2020, I think of what it was. Yeah, I saw they're supposed to be fixing that at some point. Yeah, Ruhr Sieg Nord, I think, is the one I had. I think it was that one. Which one had the long coal trains? Was it Ruhr or was it Spessart? Yeah, I can't wait for that. The SD40 got an updated train horn. It was coal or tankers, one of the two. There was a couple scenarios that required like a banker locomotive to help push up over the hill. Yep, that's the one I had then. I didn't have Ruhr.
If you see anything suspicious, please tell a member of staff or the police.
I like the American freight myself. I just like having the long, heavy trains. Which DLCs do you have right now? Yeah, Sandpatch and Sherman Hill. It's got some pretty good long ones. Clinchfield has got some. I don't know if they're long, but it has some pretty big coal trains. It's all coal, the whole route. There's a couple mixed freight, and I think maybe car hauling. But I haven't got to. I've only got past the introductory scenarios. So. Uh-oh. Overshot it. Wasn't paying attention. It's alright. They can still get off. Yeah, I'm about in the same boat. There's a few of the first one, PSW1 DLC that I don't have. And I have a fair amount of TSW2. I really like the London Commuter. That one's a lot of fun. Plan to do some live streams on that one. I think that'd be fun to just ride the trains and do all the tasks, placing the different objects at the stations. Long Island's pretty good. That's one of my favorites. A lot of people don't like it. And I would have to agree when they say there's not enough traffic on that route. It's pretty barren. You feel like you're the only train sometimes. For being the busiest route in North America. Horseshoe Curve will be good. I'm looking forward to that. That's another freight heavy route, so I gotta start stopping sooner. Yeah, it seems a little better, but it's not great. There's like when you come into Jamaica, New York Penn, you'll see some trains. Um, but that's really the only spots you really see them. Between Jamaica and New York Penn, you see them, I guess, but outside of that, they're kind of rare. Yeah, that one was a letdown. I wasn't a fan of that ACS 64 or whatever the Amtrak train was, and the freight was pretty bad. Well, not bad, but it wasn't good. The route that was all trash hauling, if I remember right. Moving a lot of trash cars around. I don't think that line was very long either. Yeah, I think that's why I didn't play that one too much. Long Island came out, and I played that one a lot. I played Spessart a lot. I really enjoyed West Somerset when it came out. It was a nice change of pace. The downside was it was 25 miles an hour for 10 miles or 15 miles or whatever the route length is. Yeah, I've only got 3 journey missions or journey scenarios into that. But I like it so far. That FPH 43 is pretty cool. I like it better than the FP 42, whichever one it was on the Peninsula corridor. Yes, they do. The trains were too light. It was not enough brake, and then all of a sudden it was all the brake. And by the time you let off, you were at a dead stop. Uh-oh. So what else you like to do here? Uh-oh. Wasn't paying attention again. Oh boy, we're not gonna stop. We'll be lucky if we get stopped. Hmm. I like playing games too, obviously. God, I'm just terrible on these stations tonight. I think I'll have to go in for a sobriety test when we get done. When we get back to the station here. Nice. Yeah, it was an accident. I didn't mean to do that. Hit the wrong button. Fat fingers. Nothing you did, man. That was all me. Oh, these rails are wet. I'm gonna have to be more careful here. But I've never missed a station by this much on this route. This many times in a row. This is awful. That's good. You got a job, man. You gotta start somewhere. It's better than not having a job and not having money. Yep. Same here, man. Wouldn't have anything if I didn't have a job. Kind of in the same boat. It sounds when you talk like that, it sounds nerdy and sad almost. But I'm right there with you. Like outside of my family, like I could do this a lot. Oh crap. Um. Oh, I know why. I'll fix it. Fix it while we're here at the stop. That was for a face cam that I don't have on right now. I didn't think about it, and I wasn't apparently watching the stream close. See if I can fix it anyways. There we go. Sorry about that. Now you can see what's going on in the dash. Thanks, man, for pointing that out. Broken brakes like I've got tonight. Holy smokes. Missed another one. Which they should have fixed that with a patch the other day. There was a game update on Wednesday, I think, or no, Tuesday. Yeah, I think it was Tuesday. I think they addressed an issue with broken brakes or something being goofed up on Sampatch. Which one is it, you know? Yeah, no, it was a little fast. It was coming in hot. People got to get where they're going, man. We're a whole minute behind. Probably the SD40 or the GP38, one of them. Better slow down. I got a red up here. I think it's at the station or after the station. Is it on any mission or any scenario with that engine, or just one in particular? Hey, we might hit one. Did you push the banking com button on the radio? I know sometimes, I don't know if it has that effect exactly, but and also the MU2A valve on those two locomotives, you got to have set to lead or dead to the engine that you're driving. Also, that turntable tutorial, you should use the train brake, not the automatic brake, since you're just one locomotive. I don't know if you tried that. I'm just suggestion. Yeah, the tutorials are sometimes that hurt you. I find it best with the tutorials to don't get ahead of what it's wanting you to do, because then the game gets confused if you get ahead of it. At least I feel like it does. It's weird. I don't know, the game's weird sometimes. All games are weird sometimes. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. I think it's they're trying to keep it simple and keep it from being overcomplicated. And It doesn't always work that way. I find a lot of the introductory scenarios are very laggy. Every time I load one up, my frames drop. Like I just have a lot of lag. Yeah, I agree with you. Hmm. Maybe we can give it a try. See what happens. Yeah, I found when I first started playing TSW2, I found Sand Patch extremely frustrating because of the issues with the brakes and the lack of tutorial. But thankfully, we have a tool like YouTube that solves a lot of those issues, at least temporarily. Oh, please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Thank you. Yeah, I wish there was more of that. More cold start stuff or starting a whole day. I used to do that a lot when I did a lot of flight sim stuff on Microsoft Flight Simulator 10. I had some add-on aircraft and I did a lot of that. I really enjoyed that. I had checklists and everything else. It was fun. Learned a lot about aviation.
Please ensure you have a valid ticket for travel. You will be
Look at that. Another gold medal. We blew all those stops and we still got gold. I guess I don't need that sobriety test. All right. 2 more left and we'll be done with Cathcart Circle. Rain again. A stopping service to Glasgow Central. Guess we'll be taking it easy. Let's get this baby going. Boom. Yeah. Yeah, this is northern England, Scotland, ScotRail. Oh, we better stay in the cab for this one. We're gonna have signals changing on us. Just gonna take it easy. At least the UK signaling is pretty easy and basic to understand. I think the American stuff probably is too, but it's not consistent from route to route, just like in the real world. Each train company or they have their own signaling for the routes that they operate. So that's one thing I wish this game would offer more of, just more information with the routes. Let me know what the basic signaling that's used in the game means, so that I can run it. I don't want to have to hunt the internet to find the information I want. I mean, I don't mind doing it, but it'd be a lot more fun just to be able to read some info in the game, or maybe have a couple tutorials on the line speed limits and signaling and that kind of stuff. There were for TSW1. You could download them off the Dovetail site, but they had information, but they were limited. And you can still get those, but they stopped making them after a certain point, so there's only a few routes that are covered and a few locos that are covered. You can download like a PDF version for free, and I had them on my phone. But trying to flip through pages on your phone while you're trying to play the game, or having to pause the game, it kind of took the fun out of it. Yes, YouTube. Twitch is actually pretty good too. There's some pretty good guys that stream, just from what I've been watching the last few weeks. Oh, we're gonna have a heck of a time stopping here. I had plenty of time to stop, and I still screwed it up. No, it doesn't give direct information, but if you catch those guys that are, they know what they're doing, just hop in the chat and ask questions. I've got some good info off Twitch just from watching it. Just they got to be playing what you want to know about. Yeah, it's not bad. Interact with people. I think it's a pretty good way to meet people to play with, people with like interests or similar interests. You only really need a couple good friends. You don't need a huge group. Huge group is fun, but a couple friends is fun too. So I've only got a couple friends that I really hang out with. Yeah, it's life. I've got friends that have come and gone. You know, I've had friends that I was real close with when I was younger, and now we're not so close. People grow apart. Some people have families, some people don't. Just the way life works, you know. Oh boy. I'm just gonna leave these on. As annoying as they are, it's the reason I keep missing these stops. I'm gonna blame it on that anyways. Holy crap. We don't have to reverse though. It's kind of cheaty. I probably should reverse. I mean, how much of the train is on the platform? We got one door on the platform. That's pretty bad. Sorry, folks. Just wanted to watch you walk in the water or in the rain. Sit down and shut up. This train's leaving. It's probably going to happen every stop. You guys might as well just stay at the back. I don't even know where we're going to the end. Where are we going to the end? Kings Park, Links. We're going back to Glasgow, aren't we? Yeah, through the west side of the loop. Oh, man. All right, we're going to slow it down right there. We're just going to keep it at 40, 45. Start easing the brakes on now. West side, yeah. I'll show you here when we get to the station. That's why it's called Cathcart Circle. It's got two spurs, the main station, and then there's a loop in the middle. So that first scenario that we did tonight was going around the loop clockwise. And there's another service that goes around the loop counterclockwise. So up here is Glasgow Central. That's the main. It's the main station. And then this is the circle or the loop. And then out here is Newton, where we started. Over here is Neilston. And you'll either run Neilston all the way and then into the loop and then up the east side into Glasgow. Newton will go east side or west side into Glasgow. And then over here is the storage depot or service yard. Yeah, like I said, it's a fun route from Glasgow to Neilston or Glasgow to Newton. It's about 35, 40 minutes. And to do an entire run of the loop, it's about 30 minutes. It's a nice short route. If you want to play some train sim, but you don't want to sit around for and play for 2 hours, you can knock out a couple of these and call it good. That's why I like this route. Kings Park. I think that's the last stop on this spur before we get to the loop. I call it the loop. I don't know what they call it over there. I think I call it the loop because I'm familiar with Chicago and the old Chicago loop, the L trains. I say familiar. I've rode on them like 3 times in my entire life. Oh man. I don't know why I opened the doors again. Silly. Yeah, I think that's what I saw in that. They just made it so you didn't have to change the MU2A valve on that tutorial mission. I think it applied to most of the scenarios on that engine too. Because I remember there was a time where, or not a time, but there was you had to any scenario you did, you had to check all the engines to make sure that all the brakes were set up properly on each engine. I think that's what they fixed, but I'm not 100%. It might have just only applied to that one scenario. Hey, you deleted the game? Understandable. That's true. You better find like a $5 game. Get that to 200. Well, I guess you're getting that game that comes out next week, aren't you? The one you were talking about earlier. I forget the name. Nice. Can't believe these people are just standing outside in the rain. I think it'd be really cool if they passengers utilize these shelters during the inclement weather. That'd be neat to see a whole gaggle of people just standing in here, and then they come out and bum rush the train. So we are at Langside. So we've got Pollock Shaw's East, Shawlands, Maxwell, Pollock Shields West, and then we're back home. Very nice. We're actually running ahead of schedule a little bit. It's a big long train. I have not ever seen one or operated one that long on this route. I'm gonna have to check the timetable now. Maybe I have. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess that's just the double. I probably have operated one like that then. Hey, Hare, question for you. How's the audio and everything tonight? I've made some changes with my PC and some of my devices. I meant to ask you earlier. Oh, we're blowing this station. Get to the back of the train. Yeah, wait till 11:21:30. That's a whole minute. That'll give us some time to look around. Just completed all the tasks on this about a week ago. Every station, you gotta fill these flower pot things, trains. Excuse me. Place the map, put the newspapers in, and the poster you gotta put up somewhere too. Right there. Welcome to Scotland, home of the Loch Ness Monster. and apparently UFOs and Sasquatch. I'll show you the. Well, it was on my waiting screen for the stream to start. The UFO crash. Cool. Thanks, man. That's a lot. I don't have all the locos. I just have. Let's see. I've got Somerset, Tees Valley, Boston, Peninsula, Long Island, Great. Or no, I don't have that. Clinchfield, Oakville. I've got a couple of the locos. London Commuter, Sherman Hill. This one, Cathcart. I might be missing one. I just can't get excited for the German stuff. I don't know why. I think it's because the cabs, everything's in German, and I don't read or speak German. I think it just takes some of the immersion away from me, just because I don't know what's what. I don't like being. I don't like playing the guessing game. I know you can hover your cursor over it and it tells you what it is. And I've got the keyboard controls memorized, but I don't know. I like to use the switches in the cab every now and then too. Suppose if you did it enough, you'd know where they're at. Plus, the signaling is quite a bit different on the German routes. I think it's something I'll take the time to learn. I just haven't been motivated to learn it yet. I don't know if I need to blow the whistle here, but I'm blowing it. Want to get Isle of Wight, and I also want to get I've heard the Southeastern High Speed is better. I didn't hear good things about it when it came out, or the stuff I've seen from when it came out. It got knocked pretty hard, but I think a lot of it's been fixed. I have a friend that's been playing it lately, and he's really enjoying it. I think it'd be cool if they released some of the other lines that intersect with Bakerloo. I don't know if you've ever rode in the train on Bakerloo. Um, as a passenger, if you look around the cabins, there's actually maps of the whole London Underground, and Bakerloo's just a really small portion of that from what it looks like on the inside of the train. I think it'd be neat to see add-ons that intersect with they add lines that intersect with the current routes that we have. Oh, I left a little early. I have to pay attention. We'll slow down. We're gonna be way ahead of schedule now, which isn't bad. I don't do it often. Uh, every once in a while, I'll explore on foot, and I'll just spawn into the station and catch a train and do some of the tasks. You know, placing the objects at the stations that, um, so that's part of the game too. You don't have to rush around so much when you do it that way. I did all of this route, all 100 objects I placed while doing the journey mode. So every station I stopped at, I was jumping out of the train and running around like a madman trying to place the stuff. And it's kind of cool, different perspective riding on the train as opposed to driving it. The downside is, like on Bakerloo, if you ride the train and you get off, you've only got like 20 seconds and the doors are closing and the train's leaving. So you're either waiting for another train or calling it a day. Some of the trains are 15, 20-minute wait, and I'm not doing that. Yeah, I agree with that. It's just a nice change of pace every once in a while. I don't know how you could do that on like Sand Patch though. That one, the collectibles are so far apart, or placeables, or tasks, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, that takes some of the fun out of it. For me, anyways. I mean, I might spawn it at a station I know I need to do, and I'll do that station and then catch a train. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'll play other stuff. It's part of the reason I haven't really played this since the last stream when you were here. I tried end of last week and it didn't go so well. I was gonna try and knock out all 5 of these for the last chapter. I think on Friday last week, and it just didn't work. I only got 2 of them done. I was like falling asleep. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Sand Patch, it's you can't be a passenger, and you don't want to run it on foot. You'd be hoofing it for a long time. That's a 25, 30-mile route, and that's in a straight line. That's not counting all the twists and turns and all that stuff. That's one of the frustrating things on that route. When you come up over the Sand Patch, it's 12 miles to Cumberland. And that 12-mile ticker doesn't go down forever because you got to get through all the twisty bits before you start heading towards Cumberland. It's not frustrating. I don't think that's the right word for it, but it's deceiving. Quite a few trains here. Guess it is middle of the day, huh? See where they're going. Track 7. Oh man, we gotta wait a whole minute to finish the scenario. We're way ahead of time. Well, it's not updating the boards.
Security personnel tour this station 24 hours a day.
But track 7, I believe that's a loop route, probably counterclockwise. I think track 5 is the clockwise route. Yeah. What's Brightline? Hey, another gold medal. This is my best route by far. I don't have any other route close to the level 16. And this is my best train or loco. All right, we got one more to do, which is Newton via Polka Shields East, Pollock Shields East. It'll probably be snowing and icy and crap. Oh no. Glasgow to Newton. Okay. Oh, nice. Would be pretty cool. I'd like to see more American stuff. I would really like to see a Chicago route. I think that would be awesome. Like an L train, the L train in Chicago. They've proven they could do the large city centers with the London commuter. In my opinion, anyways. I don't know. I don't know what their capabilities are. Oh yeah, it's gonna be snowy. They could do a South Shore line in Chicago. That's a passenger service that wraps around the tip of Lake Michigan from Indiana into right into downtown Chicago. Be a pretty neat one along the lake. And, dang it. Nice. Which Orlando airport? Sanford or Orlando? Orlando. That makes sense. Nice. My grandparents live down there, um, near Orlando. We used to fly to Sanford all the time when we go down to see them. Yeah, how far is that? How many miles? That's got to be at least 200 or 300, isn't it? Maybe more. I don't know. It'd be pretty neat. That'd connect like the whole state with a decent rail service. I know I've been to Daytona a lot, and I know I've seen signs for Miami, and it's like screw that. I'm never driving to Miami. Yeah, 240 sounds about right. Well, it's got to be right if you looked it up. I knew it was a lot. That's a lot of rail, 380 miles. It's what, 6 years away? And that's the route you're talking about from Miami to Orlando? I'll bet. That'd be pretty cool though, because you could come from all over, fly to Orlando, and take a train to Miami, or vice versa. Or you could just skip the train altogether, but that doesn't sound like fun. I will say the idea of traveling long distance on a train sounds fun, but all the stories I've heard, I don't think it's as fun as it sounds. And it's pretty expensive. There's an Amtrak east-west route. I think I could get on probably 30, 40 miles from where I live. And just to go up to Chicago, it's pretty expensive. And you can take it all the way out to San Francisco. I'm pretty sure. Be cool. I've always wanted to ride like a long distance train. Or longer distance. The longest I've rode is the South Shore Line that I was talking about earlier. That was only 20 miles, 30 miles, maybe. There was a lot of stops too, so it was like once the train started moving, it was stopping again. But it was cheap. We parked in Indiana for like $10, paid $11 for our ticket, got to downtown Chicago, hung out all day, and another $11, and we were back to our car. Keep saving that money, man. You'll be able to do it.
Please remain behind the yellow line at all times. Trains pass through this station at high speed and can cause turbulence.
You hear that? She said they passed through the station at high speed. I don't think 30 miles an hour is high speed. I mean, it might be, but it sure doesn't feel like it. Yeah, I used to do that. I used to buy games all the time. I'd get bored. I'd go to GameStop. That was when GameStop was a thing. It might still be, but it's not like it was. Spend forever in there trying to find a game that satisfy the itch that I had. Nice. It's good, man. Got some goals. Best advice I can give you, if you haven't already, make yourself a budget. Stick to it, no matter what. It at first it seems like it doesn't work, but after a month, you'll see the difference. Hell yeah, man! Keep it up.
Keep personal belongings with you at all times. Any unattended baggage will be removed and may be destroyed by security services.
You gonna watch the Super Bowl this weekend, Hair Lover? Yep, that is true. Yeah, it's possible. It could be a 2022 van, and stuff can still go wrong. Believe it or not, I work on vehicles for my career or job, whatever you want to call it, profession. Work on semi trucks primarily, but we do work on some lighter duty and passenger stuff too. I feel you, man. I haven't cared too much about. I haven't watched any football really in the last 2 years, mostly for personal reasons. But yeah, I get it. That's what most people do, I think. Commercials are usually pretty good. Commercials in the halftime show draws in a lot of people that don't normally watch. It's pretty good entertainment for everybody, usually. And it was always good when Tom Brady lost, which was only what two times in the Super Bowl. So who knows? They do some goofy stuff sometimes. I saw one today. It was a old weird Skittles commercial, and this old lady and a younger man were sitting on the couch, and she would take a bite out of a Skittle, and then the man would be like, lemon. And then she took another bite, and he was like, orange. And then the camera zoomed out, and he still had his umbilical cord attached to his mom. It was kind of disturbing because she was like 70. I don't know. I'm sure my parents said the same thing, and my parents' parents said the same thing. I think every generation says that about the generation that comes after. Yeah, it might be. I don't know. You probably could. Well, you can. It's pretty consistent, isn't it? Ain't annoying. It's consistently annoying. That's the slow speed. And that's the fast speed. Good luck, man. Hope it does. I hope they fixed it. It's not so much the speed that bothers me as much as it is the noise. I don't know what the cure is, but it's almost too prominent. It needs to be more of a background noise than a foreground noise.
Destination, 5 minutes. Pause during move.
Check the board. Hey, we're still on time. Headed to Newton. We got 2 stops left, Kirkhill and Newton. It's Kirkhill Station the other night. I think it was this one. I'm pretty sure it was. I completely blew the station. Went all the way past and into the tunnel, and I actually had to back up. It was embarrassing. See if we can stop it without looking forward. I think the platform's on the left. We'll probably stop it better this way than we did all night. Now we're going pretty slow now. We still got speed her back up a little bit. Up, 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 stop. All right. Yeah. The other night I stopped on this one, and
Cycle, skateboard, or rollerblade.
I literally was basically all the way out the tunnel on the other side. It was pretty bad. Ooh, you hear the church bells? It's pretty cool. They've got a lot of good ambient sounds on this route too. There's a couple spots on the Nielsen Spur where you can hear people mowing their yard. There's some soccer fields out there too, and you hear people play like soccer match. It's pretty cool. Rid of the fog disappears and then comes back. When you're going through the tunnels. I mean, obviously, there's not going to be fog in the tunnel. I don't think, anyways. Oop, I think we're going to be switching track up here. Or not. No, we won't switch track. We'll be on the platform, will be on the left. Or maybe we did switch track. Yep, we're gonna slow down to 5 here soon. Ooh. I think this is gonna have us turn the train around. Is it? Nope. Just stop at Newton and load the passengers. Oh, that's a bummer, man. You can't use the train brake. And that should do it. That should be the end of the journey for Cathcart Circle. Which scenario is it? I'll load it up. Because I'm done with Cathcart now. So we can kind of do whatever. $22 out of 22 complete. Sweet. Which scenario is it on Sandpatch? Or journey mission? I'll load up and see. Maybe there's something that we do differently. I don't know. Try it out though. So I got chapter 3. I did start it a little bit. At the turntable, I gotta do. I'm looking forward to Powering America. I think that one's gonna be fun. You still there, Hare? Nope, must have lost him. Well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for tonight. So, yeah, call it good. Make sure you give me a like, give me a follow, and stay tuned to the channel here. We'll get some more Train Sim streams up. Gonna do some other streaming, probably some American Truck Sim and some other games, maybe a little Minecraft. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hope to catch you next time.